My top 20 niche fragrances. So at 20, we're going with Mancera's French Riviera. It might be my winter bias slightly that's pushed this far down the list, as in the summer it really does shine. But it's such a strong list as you can imagine. I do like it. It's got an interesting kind of sun cream type of a feel initially, so it is quite unique and has a bit of character about it. If we're talking like a sea salty day at the beach type of a fragrance, it is a real powerhouse. Like, I really respect that about this. If you want like a nice sea salty scent that packs a punch, you could go for this. In the top you have a lot of fresh notes such as lemon, orange, tangerine, ginger and pepper. In the mid you get sea notes, tiara flower, pine tree, mimosa and vetiver. And in the base you get sea salt quite strongly, as well as white musk and amber. Performs very, very well. If you want something in the niche range that really packs a punch for the summer, French Riviera is a good pick. At 19 we have Absolu Aventus by Creed. So I definitely wanted an Aventus in here. I do like the scent very much, and this is one of the better performing Aventuses. In fact, out of the three, this one does perform the best, and it's kind of the more deep and rich version too, so it does work well all year round. In the top you have grapefruit, bergamot, pink pepper, black currants, pineapple, nutmeg and cloves. In the mid you have ginger, cinnamon, rose, citron and cardamom. And in the base you have patchouli, vetiver, oak moss, ambroxan, ebonol, as well as tonka, musk and sandalwood. So it's like a nice, deep, slightly spicier version of Aventus. Some people compare it to the Sauvage Elixir. It does have a slight feel of that, but it's not too close in my opinion. So yeah, it's like a deeper, richer version of Aventus. I do like it and it does perform well. At 18, we're going with MFK's Oud Silk Mood. So this is a very wearable rose and oud combination. In the top you have Bulgarian rose, chamomile and bergamot. In the mid you have hedione and gaiac wood. In the base you have oud and papyrus. But what surprised me about this a bit is that it is very versatile. I wore this in the summer and it was totally fine. You get that kind of tang from the oud, but it doesn't smell particularly wintry or cold weather leaning. And the rose obviously adds like a fresh punch too. So it is very versatile. I'd say it's like a really entry-level friendly type of an oud, while still smelling high quality. So it doesn't have that like skanky barnyard type of a feel that some oud fragrances have. This is extremely wearable and pleasant and works all year round. At 17, we're going with Amouage Beach Hut Man. So this is a real powerhouse and I do like it a lot. It's a green fragrance, so while this is a summer scent, or certainly a fresh scent, it's not one of those blue shelter ones at all. So if you like the idea of a fresh scent but want something a bit different from the norm, and you don't want that typical ambroxan type of a feel, you might find this is the answer, particularly if you like mint fragrances. So in the top you have mint, galbanum and orange blossom. In the mid you have ivy, vetiver and moss. And on the base you have woody notes, myrrh and patchouli. I'm a big fan. I do like it. It's a bit harsh, but it's so far down on the list. As in terms of performance, this is outstanding. So it does last and last and last. And for that reason, you could get like maybe a sample if you want like 10 ml, 5 ml. It would last you a while, as it packs a punch and you don't have to overspray with this one. But yeah, I do like it. It's nice and fun and unique. Very, very strong mint. And yeah, great for the summer, but you can also wear this all year round. At 16, we're going with Herod by Parfums Stamali. So not my absolute favourite of the Parfums Stamalis, but I do like it when I'm in the mood for it. It's a nice tobacco and vanilla combination with some smoky incense in here too. Very mature smelling, definitely smells high quality. I've had some people complain about performance, but from my point of view, performance is okay. So maybe it's like the newest batches that are supposedly weaker. That's something to bear in mind before you go for this one. In the top you have cinnamon and pepperwood. In the mid you have tobacco leaf, incense, osmanthus and labdanum. And in the base you have vanilla, isoe super, cypriol oil, cedar, musk and vetiver. So yeah, I do like it. It's not one I reach for that much, but when I do, like after not using it for a while, I do appreciate it all over again. So I do like it. It's just not one of my absolute favourites. At 15, we have Nishane Hacivat X. So fans of pineapple fruity fragrances will really like this one. If you like the idea of, like a Cedric Boise, Creed Aventus type of a thing, and you want a real powerhouse extrait de parfum version, you could check this one out. I get asked sometimes the difference between the original Hacivat and Hacivat X, and for me the answer is just the removal of the oak moss. So that slightly sour oak moss you get in Hacivat, with a slight like sour tang to it. If that's not your thing, you'll find Hacivat X answers those problems, as this removes that entirely. In the top you have pineapple, bergamot and pink pepper. In the mid you have lime, Tunisian orange blossom and jasmine. In the base you have Haitian vetiver, patchouli and cedar. So I'm a big fan of it. It's just a nice fruity, fresh punch. If you're into fruity scents and you want something that lasts a long time, definitely check this one out. At 14, we're discussing Tonka by Mancera. So this is a really fun fragrance. It definitely captures that Coca-Cola type of a feel. So if you're into like a soda smelling fragrance, then look no further than this. Dries down into a nice spicy tonka bean vanilla type scent. I can say this is one of my most complimented fragrances of the year. It's always got really good reactions, so much so that it actually surprised me. Like, I wasn't necessarily noticing it so much myself, and then it would get really good reactions. So it's a bit of a dark horse for that. In the top you have cinnamon, cherry, Sicilian lemon and nutmeg. In the mid you have Coca-Cola, Indonesian patchouli leaf and orange blossom. In the base you get tonka bean, vanilla, benzoin and labdanum. It lasts pretty well. I find every element of this is really good. Like the opening is nice, that fresh blast of Coca-Cola, and a transition and dry down into like a spicy tonka cola type of a mix is really, really pleasant. So for me, it's one of the best Manceras. It's probably my favorite Mancera. I really do like it, and I couldn't put anyone off Tonka Cola. At 13, we have Musk Therapy by Initio. So this is like a nice, classy, creamy, musky scent. You also get soothing notes such as blackcurrant and bergamot in here, as well as a nice mandarin orange. So the notes are white musk, blackcurrant, bergamot, mandarin orange, magnolia, hedione and white sandalwood. But yeah, really, really nice and classy. If you just want something like smooth, classy, that smells expensive, I would say this smells very classy, professional and expensive, while also being like smooth and not too overpowering. So it definitely serves its purpose really well, and I've grown to like this one a lot. Had really good reactions from it too. At 12 we have Goldfield and Bank's Ingenious Ginger. So I like this one a lot. I find it performs really, really well. So if you're looking for like a nice sparkling scent that has good projection and performance, you could check this one out. It is very sweet too. I often say it strikes that balance between fresh and sweet really well, in that you have like a nice fresh, refreshing opening with ginger flower, lemon and bergamot. In the mid you have mandarin orange, magnolia, jasmine and rose. And in the base you have quite a strong vanilla, as well as amber, sandalwood, cashmere and musk and patchouli. But if you like the idea of a combination of ginger and vanilla, so that nice kind of freshness from the ginger and the lemon, and then quite a smooth, creamy vanilla dry down. I'd use creamy to describe this. And projection is good on this one. Like I say, longevity very good. So I can never put anyone off. Quality smells very high. I think there are a lot of naturals in here. And Ingenious Ginger, definitely one of my favourites. At 11 we have Creed Centaurus. Amazing this didn't make the top 10, but all I can say is that it's a really strong list, so the top 10 are all pretty worthy of their places, I think. But this is a really nice cold weather scent from Creed. I associate Creed generally with like the springtime type of scents, such as Silver Mountain Water, Himalaya, Aventus, Original Santal. All of them are more like spring, autumn, green Irish tweed type scents, but this is like a nice deep cold weather scent, so like really spicy. It's kind of Creed's take on that Parfums Tamale type of scent. In the top you have cinnamon, tobacco, cardamom and pink pepper. In the mid you have a noticeable patchouli, as well as sandalwood, heliotrope, jasmine and geranium. In the base you have a nice transition into tonka bean, bourbon vanilla and benzoin, so 3 vanillic notes there, as well as ambroxan and tolu balsam. Last performs very well, smells extremely masculine and high quality. I definitely recommend checking this one out. At 10 we have Himalaya by Creed. So in the original draft of the list this was a fair bit higher, but I've shifted it down a bit. I do really, really like this, and I think in terms of like a unique, fresh, woody scent, it is outstanding. It's not one of my absolute favourites, but it was one that was like love at first sniff for me, so it'll always hold a place for me. In the top here you have bergamot, grapefruit and lemon. In the mid you have sandalwood, and in the base you have musk, ambergris and cedar. Kind of soapy clean, like a nice like soapy freshness to this one. I find that those citrus notes in the top do fade quite quickly, and you're left with like an airy woody scent, like the cedar and the sandalwood with a strong Creed ambergris. It's like an airy woody scent. So if wood fragrances are your thing and you want like a high quality fresh version, check out Himalaya. At 9 we have one that I've been loving this winter, Zaharoff Signature Leather Tabac. A nice rugged masculine feel to this one with the combination of the leather and the tobacco. Quite a lot of things going on with the notes here. So in the top you have star anise, plum, black pepper, sage and rosemary. In the mid you have birch tar, myrrh, cumin, Bulgarian rose and that tobacco. In the base you get leather, honey, oud, suede, praline, Madagascar vanilla, frankincense and Indonesian patchouli leaf. I think there are a lot of naturals in here. It certainly smells high quality, sticks to clothes really, really well. And if you want like a fun winter signature scent that's a bit different from everything else out there and that really performs, you could check this one out. At 8 we have Creed Viking. So this entry shows how perceptions can change over time and like tastes can change slightly. This was in my top 5 of all time in my top 50 fragrance list, so it has dropped a little bit to me. The bottle here in front of you is pretty much empty now, so I need to look into whether I'll replace that at some point. But yeah, I do like it a lot. It's a nice, really versatile fragrance while smelling very high quality. I definitely think it's a bit overlooked, although I do notice it's getting more hype these days. I think a lot of the YouTubers, like I remember Fragmental, it topped his Creed list, and I think someone else as well. So I do think it's getting more and more appreciation, maybe over time. I think probably following Aventus, maybe people expected like another Aventus, and that's why initially it didn't get such great press maybe, but I think a lot of people do appreciate this one, including me. In the top you have pink pepper, absinthe, orange, peppermint, bergamot and lemon. In the mid you get a noticeable lavender as well as rose, and clough, allspice, orris root and jasmine. In the base you have tonka bean, white musk, cedar and vetiver. So I do like it a lot. It's done really well for me for the compliments over the years, and yeah, big fan of Viking. At 7 we're going with Percival by Parfums de. If we're talking compliments, this would be way higher. And if we're talking signature scents and something I've used the most this year, it'd be way higher. But for me, it's it just doesn't, I suppose it just doesn't excite me that much at the moment, so maybe like it's a victim of its own success to me in that it's almost like too safe. I do really like it, and I think it's just a great like Swiss Army knife, all season, all occasion fragrance. And on another day this would be like in the top 3 maybe, but for me at the moment I've just got some others I prefer currently to it. But Percival is amazing. Like I cannot put anyone off this. Absolutely fantastic fragrance that does so well for compliments. In the top you have lavender, mandarin orange, bergamot and geranium. In the mid you get a lot of florals such as hedione, violet, jasmine, as well as coriander and cinnamon. In the base you have ambroxan, amberwood, musk, balsam fir and clearwood. So like I say, really reliable for compliments. So if that's something you're really looking for, this is ultra safe for that. It smells very natural and high quality while also being safe and like a nice shower gel blue. So I do love this a lot. On another day it'd be a lot higher, but only 7 today. At 6 we're going with Althair by Parfums de. So when I look back at this list I might regret the order slightly, but like I say, I think sometimes in your favourites, like the top 10 can be fairly interchangeable based on what day it is. So you appreciate different ones on different days, and you can get a bit like maybe fatigued to one and want to try another and really push another to the front. So that's part of the fun of all this. I do love Althair very much, and it did definitely deserve to be high on the list. This time of year it really does shine, like that cinnamon vanilla edible type of a combination. Has some praline in the base. It's really like your gourmand cinnamon cookie vanilla scent. So if that sounds like your thing, you really should check this one out. Performance very good, dry down, intoxicating, scent on clothes, amazing, like ticks so many boxes. In the top you have cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom and bergamot. In the mid you have LME as well as bourbon vanilla. And in the base you get praline, musk, ambroxan, guaiac wood, tonka and candied almond. So yeah, I really do like this. For me it's the best. It's one of the best winter scents from Parfums de. I placed it above Herod. I can't use Leighton and Carlisle as they give me headaches, but even so I'd slightly prefer this on the scent to those two, as good as I think those two are. So yeah, it's one of my favourites. Not my absolute favourite Parfums de, but definitely up there and highly recommended. At 5 we're going with the tropical masterpiece that is Virgin Island Water by Creed. So usually Viking would top my Creed list, but at the moment this is like a preference for me. I know it's winter, so it's not perhaps something I'm reaching for right now, but it's just such a nice, refreshing, unique tropical scent. I really love this one so much. I actually find performance is good too. I know it's notoriously, it gets criticised for performance, but for me it's fine. Like on clothes it's really good and on skin it's pretty good, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but from my personal perspective, performance is good. Scent is so nice. In the top you have coconut, lime, white bergamot and Sicilian mandarin. In the mid you have ginger, ylang ylang, Indian jasmine and hibiscus. And at the base you have white rum, sugar cane and musk. So I love this. It's so refreshing, so nice, like that musky dry down, really nice on this one. And the lime coconut combination smells like a pina colada, like a beach bar day at the beach type of a scent. If you want like a fun tropical fragrance, I think this is outstanding. At 4 we have the rare and discontinued Smoulder by Terence, Hughes and Fragmental. So this is actually the only Terence Hughes fragrance I own and have ever tried. I'd like to test out some of the other stuff, as this is so good. In the top you have a refreshing lemon and neroli. In the mid you have olibanum and tobacco. In the base you have more olibanum, according to Fragrantica, sandalwood, patchouli and skin. I'm guessing skin is some type of musk, not actual skin obviously. But yeah, I'm impressed with this. I know he bangs on about performance and projection and stuff a lot in his reviews, so it didn't surprise me that when I got hold of one of his that it really did perform well. Very rare, so I don't think many of these float around on eBay even. I suppose it was a really limited release. It'd be good if they did put more of these out, as I do think it's really good and I'd like more people to check it out. A nice smoky scent that also has some nice freshness, like it's surprisingly versatile while also packing a real punch. And it has a bit of like a rubber tire type of feel. I guess that's like the incense. But yeah, a nice, like, very mature fragrance that is a powerhouse, versatile, likable. I do love this. At 3 we're going with Perseus by Parfums It seems to show up really well, that nice bright bottle with this backdrop. Hopefully that looks as good on the big screen as it does on camera here. But I love this a lot. It's really refreshing. It's not a grapefruit bomb. When I heard what this was compared to, I thought it'd be like out and out grapefruit, but you do have a lot else going on here too. Like the black currant it merges with is really nice. Has a nice tonka bean like dry down, so it's really nice and refreshing. In the top you have grapefruit, bergamot and blackcurrant. In the mid you have vetiver, green mandarin and geranium. In the base you have drywood, cashmere wood, ambergris, balsam fir, cedar and tonka bean. Performance is pretty good, nothing outstanding, not gonna like blow you away, but it does the job for a fresh scent. And yeah, just really refreshing, addictive. The dry down's really smooth and nice. Quality smells very high. I do love Perseus a lot. At 2 we have Roja, Enigma or Creation E, depending on where you're from. So this has really jumped up the list for me recently. It's one of those that's really made an impact this winter and therefore pushed to the top of the queue in terms of my favourite fragrances. I have always liked it. It's just recently I've got a newfound appreciation for it. I've also been getting really good reactions from this, so it does well for compliments too. In the top you have bergamot, in the mid you have heliotrope, jasmine, geranium, neroli and rose, so a lot of florals in the mid. Then transitions into a base of cognac, vanilla, benzoin, tobacco, ginger, ambergris, cardamom, sandalwood, pepper and patchouli. So in typical Roja fashion, a lot going on with the notes. I don't think I've ever seen a Roja note breakdown that didn't include an absolute ton of notes. But yeah, quality smells very high. It smells like a boozy Dr. Pepper with a touch of ginger, vanilla. Like, it's really nice. It's so good in every aspect. Like the initial warm blast is really nice in the opening, and the transition is where it really shines. Like the dry down is so good. Projection lasts a long time. If you spray your clothes, it gives it that nice like winter sweet feel that you want to like lean into. So if you're spraying a sweater, hoodie or jacket this winter, this is a good one to do that with. I love Roja Enigma and I always recommend it. And at number 1 we're going with Oajan by Parfums It. So followers of the channel will know that I rate this one really highly. It topped my top 50 fragrances of all time list, as it's my personal favourite. I knocked Viking down a few places in this list from previous lists, but Oajan I'm not quite ready to topple from top spot just yet. I really love this one. So in the top you have cinnamon, honey and osmanthus. In the mid you have benzoin, labdanum, ambergris and artemisia. In the base you have vanilla, tonka bean, musk and patchouli. Lasts while smelling very high quality. Projection really good on this. Just something so addictive and so attention grabbing. I do love this one very much. I wanted to give a shout out to Tabac by Dior, which I don't own. I tried that on a recent visit to London. If you guys watched my Selfridges and Harrods little vlog things I did on this channel at the start of December, you'll see that I mentioned Tabac and how much I loved it when I sampled it down there. So I'm well aware like this is my own personal collection, and there are a lot of brands, let alone fragrances, that I'm yet to properly try out. So I am like still kind of dipping my toe in the water a bit when it comes to brands. I mean, Parfums and Creed I have covered really well, as you can tell, but there's still so many other brands that I need to check out. Like the Roja I got is my only Roja. The Amouage on the list is my only Amouage. The MFK is the only MFK. So other than those two, like Creed and Parfums I still have a lot to discover. So yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of gems that didn't make this list, and maybe in the future we can expand a bit. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the list, guys. It was great filming this. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll catch you next time.